then Ash lost it. So he doesn't watch these videos, so I can say whatever I want. All right, let's talk about what we packed to go to Shenandoah. All of our hobbies in Shenandoah National Park, because we had a lot of like categories of things that we brought with us and categories of things that we did.
Yep.
So we have first group of things we brought with us were for noticing nature and noticing wildlife, which primarily was our new binoculars,
Albinos,
our binos, um, our phones
right? From
used for that,
Merlin.
for
Yep.
Merlin and for taking pictures. Um, I also want to mention iNaturalist, which we didn't talk about in the bird watching video, but which is an app that I think is easier to use. You can still use it to identify birds or to log birds, but you can also log other species you've seen, like other animals, other plants.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that. Did it interact directly with Merlin, or did you have to like I
No, what's annoying about iNaturalist is that you can upload audio clips as your identification, but you have to do that from a desktop for audio. You can upload pictures to it. Um, so that's annoying and did limit how much I used it. But I like that iNaturalist, you can track different species and different things. And it's like a research grade app. Every observation you upload gets verified by at least one other person. And so it's like considered a certain research grade. You can use it for real analysis, and people do.
That's interesting, yeah.
And I like that you're tracking different, I like that you're tracking different species because it means like just more to look at.
Right, like if we'd seen a bear.
If we'd seen a bear, like I logged a couple plants. I'm not very consistent with any of it, but I just think it's fun. I saw a woman on Instagram post that she was setting a species goal for herself on iNaturalist. Like she wanted to have logged 800 species on iNaturalist by a certain date. I forget when. And I thought that's what made me think of it because I had used it before, but I wasn't using it. And I thought that was a nice goal because you have a little bit more control over that than seeing birds. Like, because you can log plants, you can log animal, like there's just more to log.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, iNaturalist and Merlin, certainly. I didn't actually really use eBird.
I don't I don't use eBird. I use Merlin. And then so when it registers it in Merlin, that's not the same as registering in eBird, right?
No, there's some way to like transfer, there's some connection between them, but I don't find it easy to use. I don't care about the checklists in eBird. Um,
Right.
I find them confusing and like hard to use. And I'm not
We
doing,
but we create our own list. You in eBird you can like
yeah, you like start a checklist and then you add all the species that you've seen. And your checklist can be whatever. It could, but my sense is that it's like a bird watching session you would make a checklist for.
yeah. But I kind of like that idea like
I like that idea, but it's not like if you listen to a bunch of birds in Merlin and it brings up 8 birds you've heard, and you say,
yeah.
I want to log this in eBird, it doesn't transfer those 8 birds over to eBird. You have to still go in and find them all, and it's just not
Yeah, that's too much
the
work.
user interface I don't find super friendly. So I just have logged them in Merlin.
I mean, I think what I'm thinking about when I hear a user created checklist is I like the idea of keeping track of every bird that I have heard in our front yard.
Yeah, like a life list for the front yard.
Yeah.
I really love, and this is having an impact on my park, my stamp collecting too. The idea that those bird life lists have, which you and I don't have one, but we had one on the trip because I got one for my mother. for Christmas, so we had it with us.
Yeah.
Um, that in the back they have all those blank checklists, and you can make those checklists whatever you want. It's just all the species and a checklist spot. So you could have birds I've seen in the front yard as a checklist, and you would just check those off. And that idea I really like.
Yeah.
Um, we did have some birding books with us. We had the Lister's birding book. I had a National Geographic bird guide.
Yeah. Did you pack those when we went out?
I didn't bring them out into the park with us, but I did have,
Yeah.
although we did have one in the car. We had a birding book in the car. I don't remember which one.
Yeah. 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 I think the National Geographic one, I think, but I don't remember.
That, I mean, I was totally reliant on technology for my bird identification. I was not looking in the field guide.
I have been trying since we got back, when I remember to listen in the morning to the birds and be able to try to identify
Mhm.
them. And I'd like to be able to say that I can identify the robin, the cardinal, and the blue jay.
Yeah,
But I think more like uh, I can recognize a sound that is some combination of those three.
yeah,
And I couldn't tell you which is the robin
yeah.
and which is the cardinal because they always sing at the same time.
So we had a lot of things for noticing wildlife.
Yeah,
We had things with us for obviously collecting stamps,
we had yes,
our
different.
passports.
You had an entire nuclear football.
Yeah. Um, which was a Bible carrying case.
Yeah,
Which was the only,
perfect reuse. Yeah.
right? The only kind of case I could find that was water resistant and big enough. And that's what I wanted. I've started to collect stickers on the outside of that, although they're not staying very well. I think I'm gonna have to reassess that. Um, but I had that.
I've been putting my stickers on my. So this is one of the things I carry with me when we get to it. But this is where I like
Yeah,
to put my stickers.
I like that. But yeah, passports, I had my collector's edition. You guys had your classic. We had our 250th passport. Ash also had a notebook. What's wrong?
Well, there's two things. One, there's a wasp in here. It's been in here for a couple of days, and it's a big one, and I can hear it, and I've seen it a couple of times. It's not bothering me, and I'm worried that if I try to whack it,
It will bother you.
it will bother me.
Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do about that.
I'm more of a pin person than a sticker person, and so I've been putting my pins on this bag, and I really like that.
Yeah, I like that too. Ash also had a notebook with him that he was using for his stamp collection. He doesn't have a passport. He's just using the inserts that I've created, which we'll do another video about. But he had that. So we had a lot of stamp collecting um
Yes.
receptacles. Um, also brought some blank stickers with us to get stamps that we didn't have a place for that we wanted an extra copy of.
Oh, I didn't know you did that. Did you get it? Did you use those?
I did sometimes when I got the wrong stamp and I needed to correct it. Or Ash wants to do some stamp trading. So
Oh,
he
that's
got
right.
some extra stamps from the park. And then on our way back, we stopped somewhere that had one of the Underground Railroad Freedom Network stamps, and I haven't made my insert for that yet. So we got those stamps on blank stickers.
Oh,
Um,
that's good.
I got a couple of the 250th stamps on a sticker sheet, but then Ash lost it. So he doesn't watch these videos, so I can say whatever I want. So we had some stamp collecting stuff.
Yeah.
We had painting stuff. You used your painting stuff and I didn't really, but I did have it with me.
So that was this and this. And you see, in the course of a day when I'm sitting here at my desk and I have 20 minutes in between meetings, I will do a quick watercolor.
Which is
Like
good.
most of the watercoloring that I did were when we stopped at Overlooks.
Yeah.
and we would have 7 to 10 minutes, which is just enough time to lay down an ink, a wash, let that dry, and a little bit of a highlight.
Yeah. We're really
And when
inspired by Toby, what's his last name? Hassler
Castle, yeah.
from Sketch
Um,
Loops.
and when I just did that, I thought they were quite effective.
Yeah,
This one I think is still my favorite, Old Rad.
I like that one too.
Um, but I did this yesterday here at my desk. It's Pittsburgh Sky, and it
Oh,
starts to get a little bit overworked, you know.
yeah, it's nice though.
I might try to draw an indigo bunting.
You should to capture our
Yeah.
moment. Um,
Uh,
so you had that
so
with you.
which fits perfectly in
Yeah,
here. And I'm almost done with this one. Remember, we spent a lot of time thinking about what
we did.
notebooks to bring, and this has really worked out. It's not the heaviest. Like I have books with heavier watercolor paper, but I am not having a problem at all with this paper, which is 200 MSGs or whatever, grams per square meter, GSMs,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's the moleskin one.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think I have like these little. I like these. These are tiny.
Yeah.
Um, these are 300. This is actually proper watercolor paper.
Hmm.
These are like $5 a piece, which is great. So between these two, I think is what I'm really
Yeah.
landing on.
I just had a regular spiral bound sketchbook with me. I didn't end up using it a ton, but I did have it with me. I have the same travel watercolor set as you. And I have those water brushes, the travel brushes with the water in them.
Yeah, I have those too, and I ended up not really being able to. I didn't use them. Because I would like this was sufficient water for what I was
Mhm.
doing. So I had a water bottle that I would just refill.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know what the use case for the water brush would be.
Yeah. If you don't
Um,
want to fill up that little cup.
yeah, but I kind of like doing that
Yeah.
with birding, painting,
Stamping.
stamping.
Um, we both had some just comfort items, fun little items with us. You had those little licorice candies,
Yes,
my nail glue with me, and my um,
and I always have gum with me.
you have gum with you. I have my chapstick, things like that. Um, we both had baseball caps with us, which I didn't think about this before, but the baseball caps are a lot. If you're using binoculars, you can't have sunglasses on and look through the binoculars. I mean, maybe you can, but I couldn't get that to work. What are you doing?
I'm just
Nothing.
messing around with my bag. No, that is here.
You
Yeah, that's a
can't
good
really
point.
use, so having a baseball cap so that you could um not have to look right into the sun while you were looking through binoculars was really helpful. And we had our Vortex baseball caps.
Did any of us actually use the crossbody
I have footage of you
container?
and Ash with them on, and Ash wore the crossbody.
Yeah, I think I just put it on for the photo.
I think you
I
just put
can't, yeah.
the photo. I like that case. I wish there was a side. I wish there was an option to not have it so buckled in so that you can take it off and on. But I can totally imagine that if we were like on a hike, you would want something that like you don't have to worry about. It's just strapped on and like you can take them in and
You
out
can
if
do,
you
I
need
mean, that's
to.
obviously what it's geared for, right? You want to
Right.
be able to run to see the bird.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah.
And so like I want to try going on some bird watching walks here. And I'm sure it will be helpful for that to like have my hands free and have everything ready.
Yeah.
But just because of how we were doing it, it wasn't as necessary.
Didn't. Because you're going to have your camera with you now when you go
I
out.
know. I didn't in Shenandoah, but now I've purchased a real camera.
Binos and a camera. Now you're,
Yeah, I don't know how people handle having their binoculars and a camera with them. I know people do because you find the bird with the binoculars and then use the
yeah.
camera, I think is how people do it. But I don't know.
You have to watch listers again because we for sure saw people with both camera and binos.
Definitely.
I think they just have the camera slung and the binder
Yeah.
here.
My fourth rewatch of Listers.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, the other thing I was pulling out from here, so I'm a field notes aficionado. I always have a field note with me, which I use to jot down content and ideas. And ideally, what I try to do is use this instead of my phone
mhm.
to take notes. Um, I was thinking I had one of the Field Notes National Park editions, but I don't. I have the Moon one in here right now,
Mm,
which I like. So I always have that with me, and then I have these two pens. I have this little one here,
nice.
and then I found this. I actually had this in college. This is a classic Parker pen from the '90s, and it works fine for a quick. So I carry those with me in my.
What's the other pen you have with you? The first one you pulled out?
I forget the name of the company. It's called something like Moon Man.
Sorry for the abrupt ending. Our camera died, unfortunately. But if you made it this far, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed hearing about some of our hobbies and how they showed up while we were in the national park. And we'll see you next time.